Robinson Crusoe by Daniel Defoe. Part 2. Slavery and Escape. I was young and strong. I became a slave to the captain of the pirates. I felt very sad. I was hoping the captain would take me with him when he went to sea. And when a Spanish or a Portuguese captain attacked him, I could be free. But this didn't happen because the captain left me to look after his garden every time he went to sea. One day, I met a young woman in the house. She was so beautiful. She was also a slave, and she cleaned the house. I tried to speak to her, but she didn't speak my language. But I felt that she understood me. I liked her very much. She was very attractive to me. Anytime she saw me, she always smiled at me. Sometimes she touched me when she was close to me, but it was only a short moment. If the captain saw it, he could send her away. She was on my mind very often. I wanted to meet her every day, but she wasn't in the house every day. When I thought of her, I felt a nice feeling in my heart. I knew I fell in love with that woman, but our relationship was complicated. We couldn't be officially together. Slaves couldn't have relationships. It was so sad. Sometimes, when the captain went fishing, he took me and a boy to help him. Sometimes he even sent me and the boy with one of his relatives fishing in a small boat. One morning, when we were fishing, thick fog came and we were lost. We struggled to reach the coast the whole day and the following night. But it was only the next morning that we finally got back. After this adventure, the captain decided to use a bigger boat, the one from our English ship, and make it more comfortable. It had a cabin in the middle of it, and it had good sailing equipment. One day, the captain ordered me to put extra food, drinks, and guns on the boat, because he was expecting some important guests to join him for fishing. They also wanted to do some hunting later. However, the guests refused the offer at the last moment. Then the captain told me,
"Prepare the boat for fishing for the next day."
This was my opportunity to run away. A lot of guns and food were on the boat. I prepared the boat for fishing as usual, but I left the guns and food on the boat. The next day, I could run away. This was my plan. I thought about the young woman. I wanted to take her with me, but I didn't know how to do it. It wasn't possible to take her on the boat. I was sad as I didn't know what to do. I wanted to be free, but my heart wanted to be with her. Then the morning came. I hoped that I could see the young woman in the house. I couldn't leave without seeing her for at least a short moment. Then I saw her. She was the most beautiful woman in my life. When I looked at her, our eyes met. She knew something was wrong. Maybe she understood that was our last moment together. She looked deeply in my eyes. Then she touched my hand. Her face was sad, and my face was sad too. She smiled at me a little. Then she went away. This was the last moment I saw her. 1 hour later, we were ready. I and the boy went to the boat. One of the captain's relatives went with us. He was our boss for that day. Soon, we were far from the land. I pretended that I couldn't catch fish. Then our boss told us to go further from the land. He thought we could catch fish there. At one moment, Our boss went to the front of the boat, and I quickly pushed him to the sea. He tries to swim back to us. I took one of the guns and pointed it at him. I told him to swim back to the coast if he wanted to live. After he swam away, I turned to the boy and asked him to promise that he would be faithful to me. He did as I asked. After 2 years of life as a slave, I was finally free. We tried to go as fast as possible. The wind was good. We were far away from the pirate land the next day, but I was still scared of them. I didn't want to be caught again. I was so scared that I didn't let the boy stop the boat for 5 days. On the 6th day, I felt safer. We took the boat close to the land. We saw a little river. I didn't know where we were. We had to stop somewhere because we needed some fresh water. We waited until it was completely dark. We wanted to swim to the beach unseen and get water. But as soon as night came, we started hearing horrible noises from the beach. The boy asked me not to go to the beach. We remained on the boat, but we couldn't sleep. 2 hours later, some animals came to wash themselves in the water. They made horrible noises. The boy was extremely scared, and me too. We were even more scared when we heard one of the animals swim to us. The boy asked me to go away, but I didn't want to go away because we needed fresh water from the river. I took one of the guns and shot at the animal. I didn't kill it, but the animal turned around and it swam back to the beach. When the other animals heard the gun, they went away. We didn't hear the noises, but we were still scared, and we stayed on the boat until the morning. As soon as it was light again, we ate some bread for breakfast. Then we decided to go to the beach. We took our guns and 2 big bottles for the water, and we went to the beach. Once we were on the beach, I didn't want to lose sight of the boat, so the boy went along a bit further inside the land to get some fresh water. He returned after some time. He was running. I thought that some animal was running after him, but I didn't see anything dangerous. He was hurrying to show me he killed an animal that looked like a chicken. We were both very glad because the meat was good and we found fresh water. I didn't know where exactly we were. I only knew we went around the coast of Africa. I hoped we met an English ship when we went around the coast. I thought we were in a land where nobody lived. We didn't see any people on the land. We only heard wild animals. One morning, when we were going to get water, the boy showed me a big lion sleeping in the shade near us. Then the lion woke up. When he saw us, he started to run to us. We didn't have much time. The boy was so scared he wasn't able to shoot. I had 3 guns. The first bullet hit his leg. The second bullet hit his head. It was seriously injured. The third bullet finished the animal. We couldn't eat the meat because it wasn't good, but we wanted the skin. The skin was very big. We put it on top of the boat, and soon it was dry. Thank you for watching. This is the end of part 2. To be continued in part 3. If you like this story, please like, share, and subscribe. See you then.